to a year of eternal love. A Course in Miracles Workbook for Students, Lesson 94. I am as God created me. Today, we continue with the one idea which brings complete salvation. The one statement which makes all forms of temptation powerless. The one thought which renders the ego silent and entirely undone. You are as God created you. The sounds of this world are still. The sights of this world disappear. And all the thoughts that this world ever held are wiped away forever by this one idea. Here is salvation accomplished. Here is sanity restored. True light is strength, and strength is sinlessness. If you remain as God created you, you must be strong, and light must be in you. He who ensured your sinlessness must be the guarantee of strength and light as well. You are as God created you. Darkness cannot obscure the glory of God's Son. You stand in light, strong in the sinlessness in which you were created, in which you will remain throughout eternity. Today, we will again devote the first 5 minutes of each waking hour to the attempt to feel the truth in you. Begin these times of searching for these words. I am as God created me. I am His Son eternally. Now try to reach the Son of God in you. This is the self that never sinned, nor made an image to replace reality. This is the self that never left its home in God to walk the world in uncertainty. This is the self that knows no fear, nor could conceive of loss, of suffering, or death. Nothing is required of you to reach this goal except to lay all idols and self-images aside. Go past the light of attributes, both good and bad, you have ascribed to yourself, and wait in silent expectancy for truth. God has Himself promised that it will be revealed to all who ask for it. You are asking now. You cannot fail because He cannot fail. If you do not meet the requirement of practicing for the first 5 minutes of every waking hour, at least remind yourself hourly, I am as God created me. I am His Son eternally. Tell yourself frequently today that you are as God created you, and be sure to respond to anyone who seems to irritate you with these words. You are as God created you. You are his son eternally. Make every effort to do the hourly exercises for the rest of the day. Each one you do will be a giant stride towards your release and a milestone in learning the thought system which this course sets forth. And for these insights, Lesson 94, I am as God created me. We're celebrating Easter at the time of this recording. And what better way, because what is to be taught, what is the lesson, the opposite lesson to learn, is about the resurrection. We don't die. The one mind is eternal. The Son of God is eternal. This is who we are. The consciousness is forever. That never leaves. Even when you sleep, the mind is still awake. This physical form may be sleeping. This physical form may wither and go away. But you, as the Son of God, is eternal. The energy, the consciousness of who you are. And what this is trying to remind you is to take your diligence that has been put into the false idols, to the ego, which is the self-image that you have constructed up about who you think that you are, to lay all those false idols aside, to remind yourself as often as possible, I am as God created me. You must be where you came from. Is that really so hard to believe? If you sit with yourself and say that, I am as God created me. I am his son eternally. This love is eternal. The happiness, peace, and joy, it's all yours. This is the lesson to learn today. Our one mind is joined. There is no sin. There is no death. No false idols to believe in anymore. Do your part. You know that this is to be true by the way it makes you feel. You know this is true because this is why you searched out for something like this course and why you are here with me right now. I want to thank you for joining with me today. This is a year of eternal love. I love you. And I hope you'll join me for tomorrow's lesson. And until then, God bless.